So, LinkedIn question number 6 as it relates to nurturing is, how do you nurture connections in a way that leads to sales? This is from Zachary O. So, let me go through this and explain kind of a process. This isn't the end all be all. There's other ways to do this, but this is one way that you can actually do this sort of stuff. I've said this time and time again: provide value to people on an ongoing basis. Target your demographics, start reaching out to these people, connect with them, start providing them information, provide them value, provide them things that's going to help them out. Give them something that's going to help them achieve their goals. And I've talked about it before: is nurture these contacts through something like Contactually, or do it through a CRM system, or do it through an email system, or do it through email itself. Make sure that you're reaching out to these people on a consistent basis. And when I say a consistent basis, I don't mean like, here's something today, here's something tomorrow, here's something the day after that. It could be, here's something, monthly that you're sending out, or it's a collection of stuff that I found monthly that might be of interest or helpful to you, and send it out to them on a regular basis. So here's a great way to potentially share information, and you can do this within LinkedIn's platform. So oftentimes when you go online and you search up something and it's really cool and you like it, you see these little social share widgets or buttons in the post. And in this case, this is on Inc.com. They've got this. If you take a look, there's a little LinkedIn link button there. And when you click on that, it brings up this box. And I don't know if you've ever done that before, but next time you see it, you can click on that. It'll bring up this box. So there's kind of 3 ways that you can share information. You can share as an update that goes into your feed, and you can share it publicly, or you can share it publicly and with a Twitter feed. You can post it to different groups that you're part of, or the last option is actually send it to individuals. So one of the things you could do is, when you put that, go into send to individuals, and you can put a little message in there and send that off to an individual or numerous individuals that you have on LinkedIn. So sellers who reach out to prospects with relevant insights about their business are nearly 5 times more likely to get a response than sellers that reach out cold. So think about this. If you're connected to people on LinkedIn, their prospects or current clients, whatever it is, and you're trying to get their attention or try to get in touch with them on a regular basis, provide them value. Here's what it comes down to. By consistently doing something like this, you're going to get a 5 times greater chance to get in front of that person, or have that conversation, or pick up the phone with them when you do that. And this is information that comes directly from LinkedIn on studies that they've done. So here's what I would do. I would create a list of prospects that you're connected to that you want to be able to reach out to on a consistent basis. And when I say that, create that list of prospects, it could be a handful. It could be 5, could be 10, could be 20. But these are people that you're connected to, that you want to build a relationship with and provide value to. And constantly be thinking about, how can I put information in front of these people? Once you find something that's interesting, and you can send that to them. And when I say internal, external, so what I mean is, if you have something that's cool, that's company created, so you work for a company or you have your own company or whatever, if it's an internal piece, a webinar, a white paper, something like that, send that to these people. It's a blog post that your company's put up. Send that off to them. But the other thing too is, don't send them just propaganda from your company. If you find stuff that's third party, outside of your own company, but is industry specific, make sure you send that information off as well. Make sure you're constantly, you're sharing multiple pieces of information. Don't just share something once and then pick up the phone and call the person. Just continually make this a habit of sending stuff out to individuals. And once you've done this multiple times, then, pick up the phone and call that person. So let's just take a look and say that you coldly connected with someone on LinkedIn. It was a potential prospect, and they accepted your connection. And if you go through this process and you've never talked to this person before, but you're sending them relevant information, when you pick up that phone and say, hey, it's Chris Hamilton calling, wondering if we could get together, they're going to be the kind of people who know exactly who you are, because you're sharing information, relevant information with them. And chances of getting an appointment are going to go way up compared to, if you just picked up the phone and called this person cold out of the blue. So that's the way that I would run that kind of prospect and process.